Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 and thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you hear the train off in the distance? Can you hear the train rolling through the night? 6 o'clock here on the West Coast. My name is Matthew. This is MattTv. Welcome to the broadcast. And it's going to be a quick broadcast. It's kind of like group therapy. It's a group conference call to end the final day of the month for February 2018. Goodbye. Bye-bye now. Just going to refresh my MattTv Facebook page, and I'll be right back. And by right back, I mean I'm just turning over here. Just looking at my laptop over here. The laptop I have is like at least 10 years old. So I find myself, when I do my program from my garage, so I find myself trying to find the best spot in my garage where I don't lose my Wi-Fi. And I still have it, which is good. It's good. Arthur Boone, how are you, my friend? Angie, Wayne Mason, how are you? Gallbladder gone! And it's gone! Inside joke. Actually, it's not, because Wayne put it up on Facebook earlier. So he's down in Oregon. He's down in Oregon, folks. Just let me refresh my MattTv Facebook page, like I said I was going to do here just a few moments ago. Getting sidetracked, just so I can see the comments. Not a brand new mic. Well, I've had this microphone. This is an Apex 460 microphone. I've had it for a few years now. It's what I use when I do my auditions. Even though I haven't done any voiceover auditions in a while, I do get them, but I don't know. I just go through these phases. Yes, I'm a voice actor. I have an agent, but sometimes if I'm not in the groove, I'm just not in the groove. But I'm actually recording an album. This is why this is on here. So this is going right into CD format. So I'm making an album. It's going to be opening up for Kevin Hart. Yeah, I'm going to be opening up for Kevin Hart. 2 minutes after 6 on an overcast last day February here on the south coast of British Columbia. How are you doing? How is everyone doing tonight? How is everyone doing? As you can probably tell, those that have watched the show with any regularity, any frequency, that's not the right word I'm looking for. I have been in and out of this program for the month of February. January, as you all know, I'm not going to get into the details, but the beginning of 2018 did not start off very well. But we are soldiering on, and I'm really quite stoked about my next career move. And I'm going to talk about that in just a couple of moments. Wayne, I'm glad you're tuning in tonight, man. Thinking of you. Personal chef. I just want to touch on a few things tonight really quickly. Personal chef, and thank you for winding down the end of February with me, Matthew, here on MattTv, Facebook Live. We're going to talk quickly about opinions. How many opinions do you need in order for you to make the right decision? Or do you just go with your gut instinct? So we're going to talk about opinions. We're going to talk about the motion picture industry orientation. We're going to quickly talk about Netflix and the diction when you speak into your phone, when you're sending a text to someone and you don't necessarily want to type it out, you have the option of hitting the mic icon and just dictating to the phone what you want. So there's a story that I'm going to get to just in a few moments about something that I dictated into the phone, and what was typed on the phone was completely different. So if you have a situation like that, please share. Please share. You have Ryan Ginger. All right, okay. I was watching a program, speaking of, actually this has nothing to do with Ryan Ginger, but I just got sidetracked about Netflix, and Ryan Ginger kind of reminded me of a show that I'm watching right now, and we're going to talk about binge watching on Netflix. Binge watching. Okay, oh cool. Good stuff, awesome stuff. Just getting a private message and a photograph from Wayne Mason, who Wayne put it up on his Facebook. So I'm just going to tell everyone else. He got a gallbladder. His gallbladder removed today. I still have all my organs. I have never been opened up. I have never in my life been in surgery. So that's really lucky. I'm super fortunate that I have never spent the night. Well, I have spent the night in the hospital, but I've never been operated on, so that's good. Speedy recovery, Wayne Mason. Good stuff. I don't know if you were in here last night, Wayne. I don't think you were. I don't know if you saw the program from last night, but since you're in here right now, I just want to tell you what I said last night about you on the program. It was all good, though. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie. Let's go back a few years to the early 90s, mid-90s. The movie American Beauty. American Beauty with Kevin Spacey was in the movie, a few other actors, obviously. But there's the one scene where the female actress is lying on the bed and she's being covered and showered with rose petals. I thought of you in that scene, but you were being showered with the remnants of the Tim Hortons roll up the rim winnings. I don't know. It was a strange thing, man. It was a very strange visual, man. Okay, it hurts to laugh after the operation. I'm sure. Anytime that you are being opened up and humans are taking tools and going inside your body, there is a really, really good chance that there will be pain with that. But just ask for good meds. Just ask for the good meds. So, speedy recovery, Wayne Mason. Rest well, and you got 2 kids that will certainly look after you when you get home. Yes, Laura, Travis, your dad is ill, man. Look after him. Personal chef. I wish I was in that financial bracket where I could have a personal chef. You would obviously eat way better if you had a personal chef. Does anyone out there in the audience have a personal chef? And if you do, how much do they go for? Like, are they on a contract, monthly, yearly? You'd think if you had a personal chef, you'd have a little bit of cake to give them. I'd want this individual with me for a couple years anyway, until you get everything in order, in track. Personal chef, do you have one? I don't have a personal chef. Nathan DeLong, how are you, my friend? Welcome to the program. I'm just in here having fun. Yes, and I mentioned here a couple of weeks ago, Wayne Mason has to be the winningest roll up the rim contestant or participant that I've ever known. Showered, American Beauty, showered with not rose petals, but the ripping off of the cup. What's the proper word I'm looking for? Not remnants. Old coffee cups. That just doesn't sound appealing. Doesn't sound sexy, man. Doesn't sound sexy. Opinions. Let's just move right on along here before I lose my entire audience. Opinions. You go to a doctor, they give you an opinion, and you're like, yeah, and they send you home. Because their opinion is telling you they really don't know what's going on, and they're super busy. So their opinion to you is to go home and just get some rest. But if you have a pain on the inside of your body, you're probably going to get second opinion, third opinion, fourth opinion. How many opinions do you need? Are you the type of person that the first person tells you something, you're like, okay, and off you go? You're not. Do you get, I guess maybe with life experience, maybe that's it. With life experience, as life goes on, you will learn to get a second, third, fourth, fifth opinion. Yes? Just throwing it out there. Nothing in my, I just have a family member who is in and out of the hospital right now, and one opinion was quite different from the second opinion, and the second opinion made way more sense, and it's going to be of great relief, which is good. Again, I'm just recording for an album here. This is why I have my microphone set up in my headphone here. So you guys, you're just candy. You're just in the candy land. Actually, I'm not recording an album at all. I'm just in here. I got to make sure I get use out of my Apex 460 microphone. You know what I mean? How's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Actually, I can't really hear anyone with these. Michelle, how are you? My brother Mike, what's going on in Pincher Creek? Nah. So here's why. This is why I wanted to come in here, because I have some really cool news that I'd like to share with you. And yeah, I could have made a post. And told everyone, hey, this is what I'm doing in my life. And a lot of people just would have scrolled right through. But with this platform right here, with Facebook Live and MattTv, it's a platform where I like to share news. I've been doing it for almost a year, and I encourage you, if you have news, if there's something you want to share, we can do split screen interviews now. Feel free to call me at your leisure. But my good news, I don't have a job right now, but everyone knows that this is Hollywood North, and there are productions all over the Lower Mainland. You can go out into the valley, you can go up north, you can be here in the Lower Mainland. Movies, productions are happening everywhere. Last year was busier than the year before. That year was busier than that year. So it's getting busier and busier. And this is something that I've wanted to do for quite a few years now. I've touched on it a few times in the last decade or so, but now is the time that I'm going to jump in with both feet, because I know that I'll be successful at it, because I'm pretty successful at whatever I put my mind to, and you can be too, yes? So the plan right now, this morning I got myself registered for the Motion Picture Industry Orientation. So that is an orientation. It's a 2-day course. 14 hours combined. It's a mandatory course that you need to take before you even think about setting on a movie set. So they teach you all the lingo. It's an orientation on the movie industry and where it is in 2018. So that is something that I am already registered for. I will be going to the facility next Saturday and Sunday. And this coming Wednesday, 1 week from today, I will be taking the Motion Picture Industry Safety Awareness course. Again, this is a mandatory course that you have to take. It's only a 4-hour course, but you have to have this in conjunction with the Motion Picture Industry Orientation. So once I get those under my belt, then I'll make some decisions as to what department I want to get into. Right now, my interest is in the grips department. Anyone that knows movies, and like I said, I know the grips department. I know it's physical labor. It's obviously behind the scenes, but it's just a different environment. It's just a different change of pace. It's something that, like I said, it's something that's been kicking around in my mind for a long, long time. And since my former employer let me go after 5.5 years at the beginning of this year, I thought there's no better opportunity than to do it right now. I don't want to take a job just for the sake of having a job. I want to do something that I'm going to enjoy. I want to do something where I can thrive. And this is the industry that I want to be in. As a voice actor, this just seems like the next logical step for me, the networking and all the fun that goes along with it. So that's another thing that I checked off my list of urgent things that needed to be taken care of in 2018. We just got ourselves a vehicle here last week. We got ourselves a nice Toyota Matrix. And things are starting to, we've turned the corner. We've turned the corner, and Jen and I, Kayamu, and all the pets, we're totally stoked, and we're really excited for the remainder of 2018, yes? And I'm the type of person, January, February, yes, probably the worst few weeks that I've had in my life. Just emotionally, just the different things that I experienced, just the sadness and the grief, and just the up and down roller coaster. But I knew that things would get better. Brighter days are ahead. And if you don't have that mindset, then you're in a lot of trouble, right? You're in a lot of trouble. But you need a good support group to always, you need people that you can talk to, people that are going to listen to you, but you need the right people that are going to grab your hand and pull you up out of whatever despair, whatever rut that you are in. There are people out there that want to help you succeed in life, yes? So I'm totally stoked. I'm really excited for the next 10 months. I'm just excited to take a breath and blink my eyes tomorrow and get out of bed. So grateful for just being alive. Like, people can't struggle. People shouldn't struggle on different things like, oh, what am I so grateful for? What am I grateful for? Well, the fact that you can speak those words, the fact that you can think those words, you should be grateful that you can speak, that you can think, that you can get your mobile. You just need to be grateful. I can't be any more blunt than that. You need to be grateful in order to just be grateful. Just be grateful. I'm grateful for Netflix, and I am right now currently binge watching. This is a great show. It's called Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders. And it's on Netflix. I've watched the first season. It's an era piece. It goes back to the early 1900s. I think it's like around 1919, 1920. But it's dealing with the Irish Republican Army and all the conflict that was happening there. And it's a really great show. And I'm just starting season 2. The lead actor, I've only seen this individual in one other movie, and I want to say his name is Cillian Murphy. I know his last name is Murphy, but the spelling of his first name is Cillian. So I'm just wondering, would that be Cillian Murphy? It wouldn't be Gillian Murphy, and it can't be Killian Murphy. Does anyone know? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? All right, Wayne, I'm getting your message. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thumbs up to you too, Wayne. That's awesome stuff, man. Thanks for thanks for keeping in touch while you're in the hospital bed. Awesome stuff. Sweet dreams. Make sure that you have the little clicker you have for the nurse, for the meds. Make sure you don't drop that. Have that in your hand. Make sure your thumb is on that button all night, man. You know a Cillian Murphy. Okay, well, this is spelt with a C. This is a Cillian. And like I said, I've only seen this individual in one other movie, and the movie was Red Eye, where he was on a flight with someone else, and he was the bad guy in that. I think it's Cillian. I do believe. Laura, no, I haven't got a job yet, but I was just telling people I got myself registered for the motion picture industry orientation. I'm going to take a motion picture industry safety awareness. So once I get those under my belt, I'm going to look for employment in the movie industry in the grips department. That's my plan. So I'd have to get some more training. I'm pretty sure I'd have to get my fall arrest. I got to get my aerial boom certificate. So there's certificates that I need to get in order to get into the grips department. But that being said, when I get to this orientation next weekend, if there is something else there that piques my interest, I just want to get my foot in the door. I just want to get my foot in the door. So if there is a job there that I'm going to love and I don't necessarily need a bunch of tickets, then I will go after that job there, right? But the grips department is a really interesting department. It's behind the scenes. It's just lugging a lot of equipment around. So at least it's good physical exercise. That I like. So, no job yet, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm totally fine with it. Netflix, Peaky Blinders, check it out. You might enjoy. One final thing before I go. I'm just in here playing around. Making my album. 18 minutes after 6. I'm not making an album. I mentioned this off the very beginning. When you are, you're not in the mood to actually type out a text to an individual and you hit your phone icon on your iPhone or whatever device and you dictate into the phone. For me, I do it rather well because I speak slowly. My diction is rather crisp, so I never really have too much of a problem. It's when I rush through something that what I say doesn't necessarily come up in the text. For example, I was sending messages back and forth with Wayne Mason before I came on the show, and he made a comment about him losing his gallbladder. And I said, in one of the sentences, it said, for Pete's sake. Everyone's used that expression before. For Pete's sake. For Pete's sake. But it came up pizza egg. Pizza egg. So instead of Pete's sake, it came up pizza egg. I don't know. Those are just some of the things that happen in my day. I know, it's just crazy hairy, right? So stressful. So stressful. I'm kidding. There's no stress at all. One other thing that I'm going to shut it down. I was playing darts. I got a dartboard for Christmas. One of the best Christmas gifts. It's a dartboard, but it's one of the best Christmas gifts that I've ever gotten. It just shows that Jen listens, which is nice. I mean, obviously she does, but it's nice when you're just having a conversation and then the spouse, the wife picks up on it, and a few days later they surprise you with something. Always cool. But I learned from a former coworker, you are getting really good at throwing darts, because when you watch darts, they're all going for, triple 20s and whatnot. When you are throwing darts at a dartboard, if you are able to take all 3 darts out with one hand, you know you're getting okay. You're not an expert, but you're getting there. You're getting there. Next thing you know, you'll be in an arena, and there'll be thousands of people with signs up, drinking beer, watching you play darts on English Premier Dart League. Not any time in the near future. Not for this guy. Okay, that's going to do it for me. I just came in here to mess around, say hi. I'll put this out here one more time. The technology now allows us to do split screen interviews. So the invitation is always there, like it has been from the very beginning of MattTv. Whether it's a phone interview or private messages, if there are stories that you want me to talk about, or you want to come on and talk about something that's important in your life, let me know, and we can do a split screen. It's all good. There's no makeup on this end. No makeup on this end. I can't speak for the makeup on your end, but I'm sure it'll be all right. Alrighty then. That's going to do it for me. I'm going to go inside, do some reading, and maybe watch some Peaky Blinders. Oh, Aaron. I get Aaron Bauma sending me a private message right now. Aaron, let's do it tomorrow. Let's do a show tomorrow. And you set the time, Aaron. I know it doesn't necessarily have to be 10 o'clock at night in the Woodstock area. Way easier for me. I'm 4 hours behind you. So you give me a time tomorrow. You give me a time when you want to do a show tomorrow, Aaron, and we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. And you just let me know what you want to talk about. I'll creep through your Facebook page between now and tomorrow and come up with some interesting questions for you. The who, what, when, where, how, and why of Aaron Bauma. I know. Okay, I'm going to shut her down. Thanks for all the live views. Especially thanks to Wayne Mason hanging out tonight from his hospital bed at the Upper River Valley Hospital. Removal of the gallbladder. Goodbye! Goodbye! Did you keep it? Were you allowed to keep that? He's probably already asleep, but I'm just wondering. I would have asked to keep it. Just as a reminder. So you could look at it every day. And just think, that was in me. How cool would that be? Have something that was once in you in a jar, on a shelf, in the kitchen. I'm kidding. Okay, I'm going to get out of here before I get in trouble. Have a great... enjoy the final few hours of February 2018. It was one for the ages. It was certainly one to remember or one to forget. You be the judge. Good night, Carolyn. We'll be back here sometime tomorrow, and that's all up to Aaron. Whenever Aaron wants to do MattTv tomorrow, that's when it shall happen. Until then, my name is Matthew. This is MattTv, now and always from sea to sea.